Weep Grana Weepin' Bong, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna check out some more news on this Transformers Super Saturday. There's a lot to get into, so let's get straight into it.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
First up, some sad news. If you were hoping to finally get to an in-person toy fair and you're living in New York, unfortunately due to the ongoing threat of Unicron, Toy Fair New York in 2022 has been cancelled. Hopefully we'll still get some reveals and stuff like that online, so yeah, looking forward to that. Moving on next to Funbie Studios, and they have this absolutely massive weapon for your brainstorm, and this looks pretty damn good. I don't know what this is a callback to. Is this an IDW thing? Is this something from a cartoon that I've missed? But yeah, it's a massive weapon. Good stuff. Studio Series Perceptor is not even out yet, but the Matrix Workshop are trying to fix all the things that could potentially be wrong with this one already, and they have this upgrade kit where you get his sniper rifle and a bit of a shoulder cannon for him as well. More and more upgrade kits are coming for Black Zarak. As I've already mentioned a few videos ago, DNA are releasing everything that they did for Scorponok to give Black Zarak that slightly different look. I think the difference between the two, the upgrade kit that they have done for both Scorponok and Black Zarak now really just add it, put it onto that next level. And you know, if you've got Scorponok and you're happy with the way Scorponok looks, this upgrade kit could be an awesome option just to give you that other point of difference between the two in your collection. Really cool. Every time I talk about this company now, I'm pretty sure they change their name, because I keep seeing all over the internet they're called this, then they're called this, then they're called this. I'm going to continue to call them Top Toy. I am just going to continue to call them that. Call them whatever you want, but for me, this is still Top Toy. Now, this is another tank that's coming from Top Toy. I reviewed their Shang-Chi Mountain Lion actually towards the end of 2021, and I think it was a fantastic figure. Probably could have made it into my top 10 Transformers of the year, or certainly top 10 reviews that I did. Both modes absolutely fantastic. This one has a more of a kind of sniper rifle technician type feel to it, tech type dude. Very different in the alt mode and the bot mode. Very cool figure, and don't forget we have some very interesting stuff coming from this team in 2022, as well as that satellite dragon. Give me that satellite dragon right now. A couple of weeks ago we spoke about these tapes right here that combine to make Devastator right here. I still don't know who's making these, but I am finding more pictures, so I wanted to share them with everybody. So here's a few more pictures of the tapes in their alt modes with all the pieces scattered around. I do hope that this set gets revealed and released by somebody, because it is super cool. Now we're heading over to the world of Dr. Wu! Dr. Wu! So Dr. Wu are basically joining everybody else in the world and dipping all their figures in some really gaudy gold paint and saying, hey look, it's had a dip in the golden shower of a golden lagoon. Now my eyes are all messed up, I think, when I first saw this. For some reason I thought it was a camo covered one, and I got super excited, and then when I zoomed in I found out it was just a golden shower episode. So yeah, not as into the golden shower ones, but yeah, it looks okay. The box art looks good, and actually in person it looks alright as well. But yeah, I definitely would have preferred a camo one. I don't even know why I thought it was camo. Staying in the world of golden showers and golden lagoons, also taking a dip into it is Newage's take on Mirage. So this is going to be coming very soon as well. So they've got multiple versions of this figure. It looks fantastic. They're also releasing the golden lagoon version. So yeah, great looking figure here, but again, probably the version of this that I am the least interested in. Also, as well as Mirage taking a dip in the golden shower of golden lagoons, of course there is also Beachcomber. Beachcomber is also something that they're releasing loads of versions of this figure at the moment. Great start to the year from Newage. Again, beautiful looking figure. in both modes. Golden Shower, Golden Lagoon, I'll take a miss. So, I said in my video last week as well that probably that super shiny version of David, which is Newage's version of Optimus Prime, with the yellow eyes, would be the version I was getting. No sooner had I put my pre-order on ShowZ down on this, but then they released this. This fine looking fella here is going to be called Toxitron, and I was a few weeks ago talking about what on earth is Toxitron going to be, what's it going to look like. A few people said maybe it's the EVA crossover, but it's not. Apparently it's a callback to this, which is the Toxic Transformer. Now I had to do some research on the Toxic Transformer, and it's loosely based around the Toxic Avenger, if you remember the Toxic Avenger from back in the day. And within Transformers continuity, apparently he's part of the Masters and Mayhem storyline. I'll have to do a bit more research on this. Maybe I'll do some kind of what is type video around it, but it sounds quite interesting, and of course it is a bit of a nod, especially with the poster art, to the Toxic Avenger. I love it. Both modes here look fantastic. Love that massive splash of orange along the side. As soon as the pre-order goes up on ShowZ for this bad boy, this is the Prime I'm looking for. If you like your Primes a little bit more normal, then Light of Justice 2.0 is also coming, getting a few more pictures of that one now. As always with these figures, I'm always gonna sit on the side of the Newage when it comes to Legend scale. I think when you put these next to Newage, the look I'm getting for the kind of mini masterpiece feel is what I'm going for with the Newage type stuff. This, again, they always look to me like they're made out of marshmallow. If it was not Newage, I'd probably like them, but they always release their characters at exactly the same time as Newage, so I always compare the two, and I always prefer the look of the Newage ones. But I do have to say, the box looks fantastic for this one, and you get a lot. You got a lot with your money here. Different heads, different hands, roller, the trailer, you get backpacks, and of course you get some interesting looking destructions, and you get 3 heats to choose from: the busted up grill, the Starscream head, and the normal one with the glowing eyes. The figure itself in the alt mode looks pretty good from all the different sides, and the trailer of course looks pretty good. Roller even looks pretty cool as well. For me, it literally is just the materials that everything seems to be made of: marshmallow. Occular Maxx are getting ready to release Hellion, and they have the box art for this one now. Also, I paid my full balance over on ShowZ for their first wave of the Occular Maxx Protector bots, so expect to see that very soon on this channel as well. Super cool, they're finally getting to release all those. If your collection needs more filthy flesh creatures, then Scientist Couple, who of course are Spike and Carly, and this I think has actually been delayed since 2021 now. The box looks alright. If you want some filthy flesh creatures, I think they are going to scale with your masterpieces. Frostlight is getting more and more add-on parts now. We get some extra pictures now of what he looks like in his berserker armor. So all those people who were telling me he's not a combiner, you were wrong. Vector's always right. He now gets this trailer that transforms and combines with him to form a massive axe and his berserker armor. Looks very, very cool. Better and better this figure looks with every single release. Don't forget, he also transforms into that awesome Mad Max looking truck as well. Fanshobby. Fanshobby did something pretty interesting. They basically did some comic book cover art here with some of their figures. Nice. It's a nice little touch. I like it. Well done. Also, over on ShowZ and multiple other places now, these awesome primes are getting ready to release. So these are the 4th party MP44s. The version that I'm getting of these ones is the Ultra Magnus. So the white version of this, I don't have a kind of MP scale Ultra Magnus. However, in my collection, as I always say, because he hasn't got his armor, the role that this will play in my collection is Optimus Prime during the Rage Plague. episode with the heat resistant alloy that stops him getting all angry and hurting people. Also, apparently these are going to be limited editions as well. I have read somewhere that they are very limited numbers on some of these figures as well, so super cool if you want to snatch one up. I think there's still pre-orders up on Shozy on all of them. I've not seen any sold out. Could be wrong by the time I put this out. The only other one I think I would go for is the Ava one, because I love me some Evangelion as well. Rolling with the X-Transbots, and their take on Perceptor is coming, so we've got a few more pictures of it now in some people's hands, and it's looking pretty damn nice, all things considered. Again, haven't really seen any reviews on this one, don't really know how it's going to stack up against the Fans Toys Tesla. The head sculpt is pretty interesting and the articulation here is great, but it is the build quality that concerns me with X-Transbots at the moment after a few of their releases that I picked up from them. So yeah, they have fallen down in my estimation quite a bit, and I don't know what it's going to take for me to take the leap with them and hold their hand and really buy another figure. Maybe there'll be something, but for me, this isn't it. X-Transbots also have their take on the Protectobots coming this year, and they've also released a couple of figures so far, but now we get a really good look at the main man hotspot on this one, and this actually does look really good in both modes. I'm sticking with Occular Maxx on this one. I've got all my pre-orders down for that one, be paying for them very, very soon, I would imagine, but I do have to say that this one does look fantastic, and I will be closely watching some reviews on this one to see if the quality is improved. Also, something that leaked over on Weibo is this. Now, this could be a drawing apparently, because it had the X-Transbots logo in the bottom, of an X-Transbots take on Bulkhead. One word, nope. Speaking of nope, this is definitely a nope from me. Super 7 are doing their Super Cyborg. This time their Super Cyborg is going to be Bumblebee. You can take his chest off, you can look inside, and you can have extremely limited articulation and limited play features for a ridiculous price. Nope. Over with Flame Toys, they're getting ready to release their take on a Leo convoy, and this does look super, super nice. I always say about Flame Toys, I would have every single one in my collection if only they transformed, because they do look absolutely beautiful. But I do have a rule, and my one rule is if it don't transform, it don't make it to my collection, and I've managed to keep to that rule. And that rule is mainly to keep my wallet from exploding, but it comes with so many features. You can also super articulate this, and it has lots and lots and lots of accessories. Looks great. Anybody wanting a great representation of this that doesn't transform, Flame Toys all the way on this one. Beautiful. The next train bot to release in the masterpiece scale Raiden is MP Getsu. So this, yeah, I mean, it looks okay, I guess. When you put it next to the Moon Studio stuff, I think I would go with Moon Studio every single time. But this, I think the bot mode does look a little bit better than the first release. It does come with a train track. It does seem to be articulated, but you know, it's a challenge, I guess, to do something interesting when it's a train. It does come with a track, and what I do like about this one actually is that the track is also a stand, because we know, anybody that's actually watched the cartoon knows that although they're trains, they spend an awful lot of time flying around, and you can do a little comparison between the 1987 and the 2022 line here as well, and the actual combiner that looks really bad. You can see it, they're slowly bringing it out of the shadows piece by piece by piece, but just the shape of it really still doesn't look as good as the one that Moon Studios are doing. My one fear with this, and you know, I'm as bad as anybody else because I'm definitely not supporting this, is that Takara don't see any value in doing any masterpiece combiners ever again, because the sales might not be there on this one. I think they'll definitely hit in Japan, but I just don't see the sales being that great globally. Maybe I'll be proved wrong, and I really hope that they do try and do some masterpiece combiners later on, something like a Devastator. It's just an odd one to start with, right? We had a G2 Sandstorm, and now we're getting a Beast Wars Sandstorm. When are we going to get a triple changer Sandstorm? Due to some more devious licks, we're now getting an early look at the Legacy line. Now this one here is Kickback. Kickback looks nice. I like the look of this Kickback. I probably like it a little bit more when I see it closer up than I did before. And I probably will now pick this up, whereas before I was quite happy to kind of leave it on the shelf. It's interesting when you see it versus some of the other ones that we've got, because it's a much larger representation than we've had for a while, which I guess makes me a little bit happier with it. The alt mode here is a weird one for me, because it doesn't seem to be an evolution too much of where it was originally, especially, so it's a nice callback, I guess. But also, I think I would have liked to have seen an evolution. I don't know. It's a weird one for me. It's a weird one. What are your thoughts on it? The deviousness of the licks keep coming, and we also got a little look at Arcee. Now this one for me, unfortunately, will be a miss. I don't see how this is an evolution of even the Prime figure that we got. APC Toys did an extremely good version of this. It's a little loose on the joints, but you can fix that with some Kiki, and that's miles better than this in both modes. So unfortunately, yeah, this one is going to be a miss. And another, the lick, the devious licks keep coming. We also got a little look at Skids. So all of these are now out of the box from the first release and the first wave that we're going to get. This one was always going to be a miss for me. I'm not really needing a representation at this deluxe kind of scale. So yeah, I've got the Masterpiece Reboost. I don't feel the need to pick this one up. But then, who's this? Who could that be? In probably the most devious lick of the entire week, we also got a look at something that even Hasbro hasn't revealed so far, and that is the SS86 Junkyard. Obviously, slight retool here from Retgar. If we take a look back to some of the other more classic representations from the G1 cartoon, it does look very similar. Some very mild differences with coloration. They could have gone a little lighter, I guess, on the chest. The head sculpt is obviously different from the Retgar one, and the horns on the side are more, they seem more curvy, or maybe they just bend than the Retgar one. Maybe they did that on purpose, I'm not sure, but yeah, it looks okay. I mean, the alt mode is the same pretty much as Retgar's, right? There's some slight molding differences on the front, but overall, yeah, it looks okay. Am I super excited for this one? No. Am I probably going to pick it up? Yeah, I love me some Junkions. I love them. So yeah, Retgar's my favourite. Junkions are good. Probably going to pick this one up. Don't forget as well, next week is the birthday of this channel, and as I said before, we are going to do a live stream. Now last week I completely got the date wrong. I am going to do this on the 21st, so next Friday. It will take place UK time at around 11 o'clock. This will then allow also time for the over in the States to wake up and be able to get involved, as over 50% of my audience comes from the stateside. So everything I've just done here, obviously with some different content, we're going to go through together as a team, talk about the live stuff, and then post a video afterwards. Have some fun, do a bit of an AMA. I will do some more posts around this to remind everybody at the time, but come along, have some fun. I've decided I am going to do this on YouTube rather than on Twitch as well. So yeah, should be fun. Great way to celebrate 2 years and see if we can get to that 4.5k. As always, thank you so much for your support that you give to this channel. If you're new around here, please think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright guys, in a bit. Peace.